Hello guys, in this video we'll be discussing about complex contagion. So we'll discuss about complex contagion. So complex contagion is nothing but influencing. So what are the ways we will get influence from others? For example, you are watching this video means that your friend might suggest you that these video lectures are very much useful, very useful. So that, for example, for you are choosing any clothes or shoes or books or anything, because you will be doing a research of whether the quality is good or quality based on your quality, quantity, cost, everything. Because this complex content gain is nothing but the will be influencing based on depending on many social economic factors. For instance, how many of one friends adopt the new ideas, as well as how many of them can't influence the individual, as well as their own dispositions in embracing change. That is what complex contagion means. Just remember, it is an influencing way of increasing your network. So let me write: complex contagion is a phenomena. Complex contagion is a phenomenon in social network in which multiple sources of exposure to an innovation are required before an individual adopts the change of behavior. So this is what it called contag- contagion complex contagion. So complex contagion is a phenomena in social networking in which multiple sources of exposure to an individual to an inno- to an innovation are required before an individual adapts the change of behavior. Innovation, this is innovation. So change of behavior, for example, if your friend came and say to buy this pen, so you will be seeing that which company it is, and what is the uh, font size, about what is the ink it is using. So all it is depends. So you will be mostly influenced by the others to do that things. For example, signal, take the signal WhatsApp, signal. So now mostly most of the people don't know what is signal, but when in recent days everyone started using signal. This is what, because we will be adapting to the new technologies and new concepts which will be coming with the social and economic factors. So the spread of complex contagion across a network of people may depend on many social economic factors. So it depends. So this complex contagion depends on many social economic factors. For example, if you want to if you want to go to a movie, you will be asking the person who have already seen that movie. For example, how the movie it is, how much the rating you will be giving for that, what is the music they have used, and the director, producer. You will be you will be inquiring him with all the required things, whether to watch the movie or not. That is what all it deals with. So there are some four mechanisms which were given by Centrola and Mackey. So there are four mechanisms of complex contagion. Anything it is a noun, we can pronounce as you wish. Contagion. So what are the researchers they provide? The researchers like Centola and Mickey suggests the four mechanisms of complex categories. This property explains the need of multiple exposures in the spread of contagion. What these they provide us? They provided the multiple exposures. Then now we came to know about that, and what is the influence of that on ourselves. That all the properties were explained by the Contola and Meki researchers. So they suggested four complex relation. So in that they explain that they explain the need for multiple exposures in the spread of contagion. So let me write all the four complex contagions. So complex contagions are strategy, strategic, comple, complementary, mentality. Second one is creatable, credibility, and third one is legitimacy, and the fourth one is emotional contagion. So let's start with the strategic complementarity. First one, strategic complementary. Let's start with strategic complementary. What that it means? It means that many innovators are costly. We know that any technologies arrive, it will be very costly initially, but later on moving with the price will be decreasing with the time. That is what the strategy complementary means. For example, if you take the signal, so signal was initially doesn't know to the anyone, but whereas now signal is known to the everyone. In India, it took 1.2 million of downloads has been taken place. So static complementary means that many innovations are costly, especially for early adapters. The person who takes the new things, for example, if mi company launches a new phone, so it will be around 15K initially, but later on when it moves on, it will be around 8K or 9K per mobile. So that is what the strategic complementary means. So many innovations are costly, especially for early adapters, but less so far those who wait. So this is what it is mean. For example, I have told you that if you want to buy a mobile or laptop, if it is released initially, the cost will be high. So time being, the price will be decrease. So coming to the credi- credibility. So what is credibility? Credibility is nothing but we'll be adapting based upon our neighboring notes or neighboring people. For example, the mobile you are using will be referred by your friends. For example, if you want to buy a laptop, you will see that the laptop which is bought by your friend, and check its or our laptop specifications, and based on that you will be buying the new laptop. That is what credibility says about. So innovations often lack credibility until adopted by neighbors. Hearing the same story from different people make it seem less likely that surprising information is nothing more than the functional innovation of that format. So you will be hearing lot of stories that this phone is useful, this phone is useful, this phone has more specs than the other one. So based on all the inputs and requirements, you will be buying a new phone. That is what credibility means. So innovation often lack credibility until adopted by neighbors. So until adopted by neighbors, we'll be not taking any decision to buy or not. That is what it is. Hearing the same story from different people make it seems like less that surprising information is nothing more than the functional innovation of the format. For example, if you want to buy as a laptop of 4 GB, 4 GB and 1 TB, you will be listening to the one person who will be say that you will be using already before. That is what you will be saying, that it is a very useful laptop with beautiful specs with 1 TB RAM with 4 GB, 1 TB ROM with 4 GB RAM. So you will be explaining the complex infrastructure of the laptop within a two to few lines. That is what credibility means. So let us move to the. So let me write that point also. So hearing the same information from different people people makes it seems like make it seem less likely that surprising information is nothing more than the functional invention of the informant. That is what credibility speaks about. So let us move to the another one, that is another mechanism, that is legitimacy. Legiti Legitimacy or legitimacy, anything. So this is nothing but, for example, if you want to go to an event or an function, so your family members will ask you to come, but you will say, based on upon your interest you will be going or not going. But there, what is happening here, you will be influencing by the I social movements. For example, if a family members came and and they told you that we are going to our brother's marriage or your sister's marriage, you will be tend to go to that marriage. That is what legitimacy will speaking about. So knowing that a movement exists, having several close friends participate in an event often greatly increase an individual likelihood of also joining, especially for high risk social movements. Innovators risk being stunned as deviants until there is a critical mass of early adapters, and non-adapters are likely to change the legitimacy of the innovators. What will happen if most of your, for example, if the function is of your enemies, will you go? No. That is what all it speaks about, legitimacy. So if you have any interest and there is a force from the social economic, so you will be definitely going to that function or any other node. So in social network, we will be going moving to the nodes for sharing the information. So knowing that a movement exists, having several close friends participate in an event often greatly increases an individual likelihood of also joining. This is what it is saying. So legitimacy is nothing but will be intended to go to that or joining that node, especially for high risk social movements, especially for high risk social movements. For example, if a new technology arrive, that is artificial intelligence, or new technology, that is the Tesla has recently uh, launching the rocket from. What is Tesla is doing? Tesla is building the rockets which will be taken to the Mars, as well as he also making the rocket to land on the Earth surface smoothly. That is what it is. For example, before that, the scientist doesn't know that we can launch the rocket with a smooth landing. So we will be taking more and more people to the Mars. That is what we will be dealing with. So to adapt and enact with the new technologies. So initially we will be moving so far, but later on adapting with the technologies will be more close to that. For example, if you take your phone, before having your phone we will be having a sensation that I need phone. But when you have the phone, you will be throwing it like a book, anything. So that is what it actually means, that. So legitimacy. So let us move to the another one, that is emotional contagion. What is emotion contagion? For example, if a friend came to you and said that, bro, I need I immediately need 500 or 1000. So you will be acting based upon his request. You will be say that I don't have money, or I wait, I will be giving you money. That is what it emotional contagion means. That, for example, if any of your family members says his or her mother expired, what you will do, you will just console him that don't worry, uh, don't worry what will happen. So you will be consulting him. That is what it is, emotional contagion. For example, if you take any current issue, Uttarakhand or Uttar Pradesh as a gracious exposure, right? So we will be sending the citizens of India will be collecting the money to support that victims of the glacier effect. So that is what it is, emotional contagion means. So it is the phenomena of having one person's emotions and relate behavior directly triggers similar emotions and behavior in other person. That is what it all speak about. So it is the phenomenon of having one person's emotions and related behavior directly trigger similar emotions and behavior in other people. So this is what emotional content means. So based on upon your others face reactions as well as the emotions they are showing, you will be changing the emotions of yours. So that is what emotional contagion means. So let us talk about the applications of complex contagion applications of complex contagion. So what are its applications? So applications are nothing but the what we do daily. So we'll be getting influencing by others. So for example, if you want to choose a dress, so you will be going to a shopping mall and you will be asking the shop seller, that salesman, and the person who came with you. So choosing the dress is also for the neighboring notes. So hairstyle to adopt based on the trends. We'll be doing our air sending and intensive to get external formal gathering. For example, the way you speak, the way you eat, it all depends upon the neighbors. For example, if you are born in America, your habits will be different, and if you are born in Russia, your habits and your the nature will be different. So that is what it all speak about. So what are the applications? So many of our intentions with the rest of the world happens at a local rather than a global. So level we often don't care as much about the full populations nations as about the decisions made by the friends and colleges. So we'll be more giving more preference to the friends than later family members. So in choosing the correct path. For example, if you want to share any emotion or your achievement, you will be sharing with your friends because they will always encourage you in each and every aspect. And also you will be sharing with your family members, then you will be sharing with your relatives, then so on to the other members of the family. So that is what applications of complex category means. We will be choosing the correct way based upon the other decisions. So in what are the applications? So what clothing are to wear, what clothing has to wear, hairstyle to adopt, gadgets to buy. These are all some applications of complex contagion. Uh, that's uh, that's all about this complex contagion. So let us revive what we have learned. Complex contagion is nothing but it is a phenomena of social networking in which multiple sources of exposure to an innovation are required before an individual adopts the change of behavior. So we will be adopting based upon the technologies we will be having. So initially we will be not able to give the funding, but later on with the adapting of the new technologies, we'll be find that well it is safe to use. That is what we'll be doing in complex contagion. So complex contagion is classified into four types. So it are nothing but the mechanism. So strategic complementarity, creatability, legitimacy, and emotional contagion. So strategic complementary is mean that we'll be what will be do if any product is launched in the market, we'll be wait for a few to 3 months, then later we'll be buying because the cost will be reduced within after some period of time. That is what we'll be doing in strategic content complementary. What is credibility? Credibility is nothing but we'll be acting based upon the neighboring people. So we'll be listening to their feedback and we'll be responding based upon their feedback. And what is legitimacy? Legitimacy nothing but based upon the user enforcement. Legitimacy is also known as social reinforcement, which I already discussed in the previous video. So based upon the number of people that are intended to ask you to come to or visit some place, you will be doing that. So because it all depends upon the social and economic factors. So what is emotional contagion? Emotional contagion is nothing but the emotional feelings which others shows on you, or you shows on others, you show on others. That all depends between you and them. That is what it emotional contagion means. So what are these applications? Applications are the nothing but the clothing you wear, the hairstyle you adopt, the gadgets you buy, or the utensils you use, or the way you walk, the way you speak, are all concerned the applications of complex contagion. So that's all for you now. Thank you.